Hi everyone, I'm Tobias and we're back with another quest guide. This time I have Garden of Tranquility, which is anything but tranquil because you have to fetch a bunch of seeds and they take time and it's just a pain. Anyhow, be it. For requirements you need a foreign level 25 or more and complete the quest Creature of Frankenstrain. For items you will need one ring of charos, which is what you get at the end of the quest Creature of Frankenstrain. And you also need a bunch of farming gear, which you can carry yourself like I'm doing. If you want to be, I guess, commando on this one. Or you can also use like a tool leprechaun. You will need one rake, one seed dibbler, one spade, one secateurs. Magic secateurs will work. One filled water can, so fully filled water, which I think is 8 doses in total. You probably only need like 6. You don't need 8, but just make sure you have it full just in case. Water is free in this game as far as I'm aware, so yeah, just milk it for what it's worth. And also one gardening shovel. As I said, you can just put all this into the tool leprechaun if you want to. There is one location which I'll kind of point out to you on top of Ice Mountain where there is no tool leprechaun visible from what I can tell. So you have to carry your stuff from Castleby before you actually get up to the mountain. And also in Ezreal Monastery, there's also no garden as well, so it's kind of a pain that way. But all the other locations, there is a leprechaun there to greet you within a few tiles of the patch. You also need with you 2 composts of any kind that you want. Super compost, ultra compost, regular compost, doesn't really matter. And you but you cannot use bottomless compost bucket. That will not work. The quality of the 2 composts that I mentioned are irrelevant. It doesn't matter for these ones. And I also advise having some ultra compost, so the highest quality compost available, about 6, in which to help you grow some crops during this quest, because that will matter. If you have a regular compost, your crops may die. In particular, we're trying to plant some marigold seed, cabbage, and onion. So if you want to not stress out too much, just bring the highest quality compost and you'll be fine. And these can also be stored ahead of time inside the tool leprechaun. You will need 2 plant cures. Also, you can store there as well. 1 marigold seed is all you need. However, chances are, if your farming is too low, your seed might die. So having 2 is advised just in case the first batch kind of fails you. And similarly, 3 cabbage seeds if the first batch fails, just bring 6 in case. Same story for onion seeds. 1 hammer, 1 rune or pure essence, 1 pestle mortar, and 1 filled plant pot. Those are all the stuff that you will need at some point or another. Alright, and for optional stuff, having 1 fishing rod or fly fishing rod will be good. During this quest, we will enchant the ring of charos to become more powerful, to help us collect a bunch of seeds for the Queen's Garden. And during this process, we will encounter a monk who will not like to be, charmed or by us, because he associates being charmed with like evil stuff. So then basically he asks you to toss your ring into a well, and then after that you can get access to his roses. And once you've done that, you can pull your ring out using a fishing rod, which is why we will be carrying this with us. You cannot use oily fishing rod and barbarian rods, they don't work. Having 2 inventory slots open at the beginning is good. to receive some items, particularly the list of seeds we need to, I guess, populate Queen Elemora's garden with over here. As you can see, it's kind of desolate. And also a trolley to also steal some statues from other cities such as Lumbridge and Faldor to decorate her garden with. She is the queen, so I guess she owns the entire place. And a bunch of fast teleportation methods to a bunch of farming patches, such as one in Varrock, particularly this one. And you can use a Varrock teleport tablets, or if you want to be like space efficient, like I'm doing, just use your Emerald Glory to Edgeville. Junior Village, Emerald Glory, Port Potassium, Ectophile, or you can also use the Frankenstein Castle teleport, push you right there. This is the farming patch when you get to. In these Ardune, you can use Ardune teleport tablets, or just the combat bracelet to range guild. Let me see if I can show you guys. This is where we need to be. Counterby, you need to be over here. Over here, right? Sorry, over here. You can use Cabinet teleport tablets. If you want to be space efficient, you can use the combat bracelet to range guild and just walk way over here, which is what I'll be doing. And combat bracelet to Warriors Guild for the this area, this far range patch here. You can also use Games Necklace as well. Excuse me. And Edgeville Monastery, you can use Emerald Glory to Edgeville, or I guess also the combat bracelet. Although I think you may be running out of charges, or at least getting close to 6 charges if you do it that way. And leverage, you can just use a home teleport spell from the standard spellbook, or just use the leverage teleport tablets. This is where so for this part, we're actually going to steal the statue here, the king statue there. And then you also need a way to get to Faldor to steal the statue here inside the center square area. So definitely we're doing some mischievous stuff in this one. And also Tarly using Faldor teleport tablets, and then just heading into this farming patch. There's a lot of like moving around, so let's just say you might want to also have a stamina potion if you're, I guess, doing this in two inventories, or just putting all this stuff inside the tool leprechaun and so forth to help you be more ground efficient. Alright, so to start this quest, make sure we have everything that we would want to have and need. And at least 2 free inventory slots to receive some items initially. Once you're ready, head away to Varrock Palace. You can use Emerald Glory to Edgeville and head away past the GE to the palace. Varrock teleport tablet and head north, whatever works for you. And once you're here, head your way to the garden area, which is outside around the east side. Right there. And this is what it looks like right now, kind of sad and terrible. So we need to do some touch-up, so to speak. So talk to Queen Elemoria. What's going on here? I have seen lots of farm patches, and yours look like nothing to me. No one has done anything. One has the most marvelous ideas to bring happiness to one's, I guess, the opposite of a spouse, husband. One, I'm not sure I understand you, so she's always trying to be fancy, which is a pain. Oh dear, the common class. You peasants have no idea how to speak like us. I must be more direct. If you say so, lady. Let me just leave right now. Yes, go away, before I call the guards. No problem. Peasant, wait. Who are you talking to? Who else would I be, you funny little fool? You, of course, my peasant. I thought you were talking to a dog, but I guess I also count as one. Sarcasm. How amusing that you peasants possess such a language. Now, I have a question to ask of you, and you are required to answer. So it's not really a question, it's an interrogation. Okay. Do you know who might be sufficient at gardening stuff to help me out with my garden? I hereby order you to assist me with a little project I have planned. I am a queen, I'm too busy to deal with this stuff. Would you kind sir help me? And start the quest. I would be happy to help someone who is so in touch with the people that she is governing. More sarcasm, wonderful. I'm glad to see we have some common ground here. And first question, have you noticed the new flowering patches that are installed? There's absolutely nothing here, completely empty, just weeds. I did this for my husband to show him how much I love him. And how do you know which plant I'm to get for you? I have been giving a list of items that you can kind of search for here. This is one of the free inventory slots you need open. There's one more thing besides just these exotic plants. You need to persuade people to actually do this, so it's not as easy as just asking them, what you want, unfortunately. So go and talk to the wise old man who may help you in doing such a sophisticated verbal gymnastics. And this is the list. You don't have to read this, it's just what it is. Alright, and now let's talk to her again before we leave to get the trolley. How am I supposed to move statues all the way here? You must use the dormant object that lies between your ears. So my skull. However, you will also require a trolley to help you push around the actual stone. And there you go. So make sure you have both items to save yourself some time. The list and the trolley. Okay, as she said, we need to increase our persuasion. So let's go to join the village and talk to the wise old man. You don't have to unequip your ring of charos for this one, so you can just keep it on you and be fly. So head into the wise old man's, house, which is just north of the bank right there. And we'll talk to him and learn his ways of persuasion. Greetings, Tobias. Queen sent me to help be more charming and persuasive. Elamara? Okay, let me help you out then. Oh yes, the queen and I went way back before she was married to the king. She wasn't always royal, Really? Yep, she was a young barmaid. Now she's gotten power to her head. I'll certainly look at her at a different light when I see her again. What sort of guidance has little Miss Hoity-Toity need for me now? I need to gain knowledge of persuasion. This is an area that luckily for you I have studied. Have you heard of the diplomat known as charos? Charos? Charos. Yes, the ring of charos that I'm wearing right now. You have found it. Do you have it? Yep. Charos rose to power under the rule of the Lord Dragon. The vampire suffered the existence of charos because of the talents that the sophisticated diplomat had to offer. The art of persuasion? Indeed. Charos has many uses, spy, assassin, but the most useful was convincing anyone to do his bidding. Using the ring of charos, yep. One who wears the ring must possess some innate ability to own it, which enhances the ring's ability to convince people. And what happened to the guy who owned it? And why did Frankenstein have the ring? Charles had a castle built on the east coast of Mauritania. So he was there for many years, no one knew what happened. And when he returned to his master, the ring had no more power, and basically the little dragon just, ousted his head off. Frankenstein probably just found it and just kind of just kept it himself. So nobody know what happens, then how could he still be alive, huh? He naturally came looking for the ring that belongs to him. And the likelihood is that he's now dead. Still, it does not inspire me much confidence to use what he apparently has failed to near the end of his life. I could activate the power within the ring for you, but to do so you must answer some riddles for me. Questions. Okay. Okay, so this is a series of 7 questions. The first 6 you have to answer correctly. The 7th one doesn't really matter what you do. But the answers are over here, so you can basically refer to them. So the first one is just going to be show them a range of colors. Second one is going to be take his generous gift. The third one is going to be it's absolutely the fourth one will be put on a silly helmet. The 5th one will be you of course PK Meister. The 6th one is going to be ask me nicely and I will consider it. And the 7th one will be no, especially not that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you say if you have the first 6 correct. And it was close, but yes, congratulations. Here you go, and now it is enchanted with the energy of power. You may use it to charm the weak minds. It will only work whilst you wear it. And so now you have this charm option for dialogue. You can try it on him, but it's not going to do anything because he's the one who enchanted it. You can't just charm the charmer. Nice try, man. I'm the one who gave you the power, so I know exactly what you're trying to do, unfortunately. So now you have to talk to a bunch of NPCs to get all these seeds and charm them. In any order that you want. And then likewise the statue. There's no charming for a statue, but we'll do those last. Okay, so the order doesn't matter, as I've said. The first one I'll start with is the Definium seed, which is very close to Drader Village. Head your way northwest to South Powder Farm, into this farming patch right there. And this is the Halloween 2024 events for those who are, I guess, watching in the future, like years ahead. What this is. Anyway, so once you're here, we're going to talk to Elson about Definium seed. I sure do. But to spare, or not to spare. You don't look like much of a gardener to me, so why should I listen to you? Charm him. Charm him all the way to the end until he asks you for a favor. That is why I came to an expert for your advice. Now I like the sound of that. So people are saying I'm an expert then, huh? Not just an expert. You are the expert, dude. I can't say I'm really surprised. I do seem to have the golden touch of farming. I'm not boring you, am I? Oh no, I love listening to you. Oh, you do? That's the first person I ever met who said that. Millions, I just wanted to hear. There's plenty of times for stories. You wanted the seed, didn't you? Yes, the seed. As I'm especially in a good mood right now, I think I will let you have some, but you have to do something for me first. And what's that? I need some marigold to give to Lyra, a fellow gardener over Mauritania. She's a bit mysterious and, well, sinister, and just my liking. A bunch of marigold then, okay. Yes, how you see I'm a gardener. Grow those for me, and from seed to flower, pick them and give it to me. And then I'll give you the Definium seeds. So I don't think charming him here will work, so just say I'll do it for you without charm. Okay, I'll go with some marigold for you. Alright, and let's see what it is. So you can't buy these. You have to grow it from a seed to flower. I guess he's like checking you out or something. So let me just drop some super compost so I can free some inventory space to start raking this flower patch. The marigold flowers take 20 minutes to fully mature, and you and they may die if you during this process. So yeah, to help you not to fail, or I guess they not fail, use as ultra compost, the highest level compost on this flower patch, and then you can plant your marigold seed using the seed dibbler, and then water it. So now it should be like, I know, the best we could do on our side, and just kind of leave it as it is for another 20 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't fail, but yeah, we've done what we can here. Okay, and now you can either wait here or go to the next two crops, which also require some maturing to do, and then kind of just wait back here. So that's basically what I'll do. I'm gonna go to the orchard one, which is in Port Phantasm. Might as well do that in parallel. So if you don't know where this is, it's right here. You can use a Frustrating Castle Teleport as well to put yourself in this vicinity if you don't have access to the active file. Alright, and just a wee bit over here. We're going to talk to Lyra. Here we are. About orchard seeds. Can you spare some for me? Please don't bother me. I have problems to attend you. And then similarly, just charm her to the near the end where she asks you for a favor. If you tell me your problems, I may be able to help you. Haha. Since you are so kind, let me tell you. Try me. You must think it is strange for a girl like myself to ply her trade in such a place like this, the darkest of lands. Yes, you are too good for this place. My mother Alice tends to her farming shop in yonder farmhouse, while I tend to a small, humble settlement. Passing the trade has literally died off in recent years, and with it our income. Was it pretty hard for you? It is but the smallest of our worries. And also the survival here is also hard because of vampires and other monsters. Whatever you've done to keep yourself alive, I'm pretty sure you have your reasons. You're not a psychopath. At least not yet. Oh, and there's a leprechaun. I cannot tell you. Let's see here. So what is the nature of you paying to be here? We must pay a blood tithe to the vampires to keep us protected. Father would have done so, but he is no longer with us. We must pay with the blood of others. That is her sin she's trying to confess. If not yours, then whose blood are you offering? Sometimes I go to the markets far away and basically use my feminine arts as persuasion to lure young farmers back to this land and basically let the vampires have their way with them. How can you deal with so much guilt? So it's kind of like letting her kind of like air all this out so like she can move on with less pain, I guess. Please ask no more. You said you were looking for orchard seeds. I do have some, and you may have them because they do not grow well in this area. Huh. But you must first pass a test. These are no ordinary flowers, and no ordinary farmers can grow them. You must prove to me that you are a solid bro. I should now just do it without charm, similar to the guy before you. I'll grow a patch of onions for you. Speak to me when they are fully grown. You need not pick them for me. I will be able to access your skills by simply watching you from afar, like I do with the other farmers who I lure back to the vampires and let them have their way with. So now there's 2 patches for you to plant your onions on. So we can just do this in one shot. Let me just do this. Yeah, you can do this simultaneously. For the marigold, you have to like wait for it to finish. There's only 1 patch, but for these 2, you can do just both at once. So in case one dies, the other one should be okay. That's kind of the hope and dream of this plan. So similar idea, just rake out the weeds, and once you're done, just put in your ultra compost, the highest quality you can. Plant your onion seed using your seed dibbler. Give it a sprinkle of hope, and then RuneScape with the other side. Give it a bit of hope. Throw an onion seed. Water this up. And then take the ultra compost that I just dropped. Anyway. Yeah, that should be, yeah. Alright, so now just, you can wait here for, I think I watered this, didn't I? Oh no, I guess not, huh? It's weird. Anyway, I think I'm like dazing off. Anyway, so you can wait here for 40 minutes, which is how long it takes for these to grow, or move on to the next person, which is the Snowdrop Bro in Isadune. So I'll just use my Karma Bracelet to the Raging Guild. And or you can just use a Arduna Teleport Tablet if you're doing it that way, up to you. This is where we need to be. And also similarly, he wants to be charmed as well. Does anyone? Tell the Kraken. For Snowdrops, any to spare, bro? Nope. You seem pretty irritated. You're like, let me help you out too. You think so? And who are you? I'm just a fellow human being like yourself, coming here to help you out. I must say, not a lot of people show such compassion and heart as you do. Probably because I'm half naked. So what ails you, my friend? All these people asking me to look after their crops, and no one ever asks me how I feel or what they can do for me. Is there anything I can do for you? Very kind of you. I was thinking of giving up and heading off to the seas to focus and find my fortune. So what can I do for you? I'd like for someone just to grow something for me once, something simple like vegetables would do. How about some potatoes? Nah, there's too many potatoes. Let's do like cabbages. And where do you want me to grow these? Right here, of course, in my humble establishment. Plant them and then I'll give you your seed. Similarly, don't charm them and accept the deal. And then just use these 2 allotment patches. For those who are not, I guess, in the know, cabbages are one of the, I guess, the most hated vegetables by one of the moderators, the original co-founders, rather. That's why you see them everywhere, because he just hated them so much. He just kind of just tossed them all around. So this is gonna be the first one. Let me just, let me just throw in some hope, and then put in some cabbage seeds, and then give it a sprinkle of life. Similar philosophy on the other one. There we go. And then likewise, and then just wire this over there. Aha. So similarly, you also have to wait another 40 minutes or so for this to kind of finish up. I think the the ultra compost speeds up the process, something like that. Let me just quickly refill my gas of hope, my can of hope right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Drainer Village and just wait until the Defenium farmer patch area that I'm growing is done. And we're back. That took about I think another 5 minutes for me. Here we go. Smell the roses and just take them. If yours died on you, just use your other seed. Yeah. Luckily, we did not have that issue. So yeah, once you're done that, just talk to him. I can like hone in on his talk option. Ah, fantastic. Lyra will surely be mine. Here you go, mate. And that's one of the seeds that we need on the list. Alright, I think the other one should also be similarly done as well. And there goes the onions. That took about another 15 minutes. Don't quote me because I'm not a internal timer, so. Alright, and now we just talk to her. You don't need to pluck these. Look, there it is. Onions. You have demonstrated your prowess. Take these seeds. You need another 2 free inventory slots to actually take the orchards. Okay, and one more is in Isarune. And we are back to cabbages have graduated from kindergarten to college and ready to go. So the dragon, you don't need to harvest them. There they are, as you insisted. Yes. And here is your seeds, snowdrop. Okay. And that's about a third of what we need. So let's go to the white tree. I'm actually already here. So we have to go to the farming guild, the farming patch in Catherby, which is right here. I will run from where I am right now to there. It's not that far. You can also use a camera teleport tablet as well to kind of speed things up. So let me get over here and then I'll go back to you, you guys and gals. And here we are at the farming patch. Let me talk to Dantera. Sounds similar to Daira, I think, from the Game of Thrones series. Except she's obviously not a dragon person. How do you know about the white tree? There are no more left in this entire world. Every one of them is either dead and lost forever. I'm sure you have a few lying around somewhere else, huh? Charm her all the way through, similarly. Am I so transparent? A secret is a dreadful burden to have upon yourself. Share it with me. Very well. I trust you deeply. Man desired the wood of the white tree because of its wood of pure white. Nah, okay. So where is the remaining? There is one atop Ice Mountain a lone and sorrowful tree, she is dying. If I took a cutting from her, then I could grow another one. Yes, but she only has life enough to produce one more shoot. Cut this shoot and she will die, the last of her kind, forever. If you fail to grow it, there will be no more for the rest of the entire game. Unless you play RuneScape 3, which I think there will be plenty. Unless you, unless you allow me to do this, she will do it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. True. You have my blessings. Take the fortune and go and save the tree that we come to know. Okay, so the white tree. Oh, this is where you need to plan ahead. Here is a tool leprechaun. Make sure you have, I think, a secretary, guardian trouble, and also we'll do the monastery, which also doesn't have a leprechaun nearby. You're gonna need actually nothing here. So make sure you have a secretary and also a guardian trouble, along with your fuel plant pot prior to this. Otherwise, you have to walk yourself to a leprechaun or the GA. The ice mountain is right here. The tree is all over here by the Oracle camp. I'm going to teleport using Emigre's Edgeville, just in case I don't have enough juice with the combat bracelet. And here we are at the lone white tree. There's the monastery for reference, and here is the Oracle camp, and there's the white tree. Use your secretaries on it to pluck a limb. Here goes nothing, or I guess here goes a limb. There we are. And then use with your gardening trouble, insert your plant into the fill plot, and also give it 1 dose of water. Sorry about that. I completely forgot about mentioning to bring in a dose of water. Otherwise, you won't be done with this. Okay, so now we're gonna head our way down to the Ezreal Monastery. It's not that bad. I don't think there's a leprechaun nearby, so you can either go to the bank, the G, or there's also one all over here, I know for a fact, by this garden patch, but there's no one nearby this entire area, unfortunately, that I'm aware of. So once you're at the monastery, head up the mountain, head your way north to these rose bush area, and try to charm him. These are the most beautiful I've ever seen. Oh, nice of you to say, but I sense some evil and unnatural power under your fine words. You are concealing some great evil. You cannot touch my flowers because you are not pure. Nonsense, you are evil. I suggest you get rid of whatever evil power you have by throwing it down the Edgeville well and never think of it again. So do what he says and go back to Ezreal and equip your Ring of Charos and activate it, and then basically we'll just toss into the well, like so. Don't worry, we'll get it back right afterwards. And there you go. I guess this goes straight to the wilderness, so there's more evil there. So it makes sense to kind of toss in there instead of say like a ditch or whatever. So now that we are pure of heart and intentions, we can try to take some of this rose bush from him. Whoa. Don't worry, I'm just admiring them. I sense the evil gone now. Go ahead, take some. Okay, has a man my word, just pick whatever you want. So just take one of each color. And there we are. Haha. Okay, so before we leave, we also need to get the green charos. So let's go back there. Yeah, let's do that right now. You can use a fishing rod or fly fishing rod It may take you a few tries, so just bear with it. I'm going to drop my hammer and then just kind of do this. Use it on the well. Another try. And there it is, so I'll just wear it back again and then just take back the hammer. Alright, and we're almost there. Go to Birth Up. I'll use games, not games necklace, my combat bracelet to the Warriors Guild. I was doing this with the games necklace previously anyway. So here we are, and the last place is going to be this patch right by the pub. So head in here. And there is a divine patch we need to tend to. You need two plant cures, so make sure you have that. Alright, talk to Bernard and similarly charm him. What's the problem, huh? You see that? Actually, I don't think you need to charm him. I think you can just talk to him like a regular person, because there's only one dialogue path. One charm, I guess, string of dialogue. So I don't think I actually need to charm him. Anyway, no harm in charming people, you know. There you are. You might be right. If I lose these crops, I'm a goner. So if you help me, I'll give you my valuable vine seeds. I accept the deal. Oh, please help me out. Okay, so we'll use a plank here. There we are. And which will not work. This is a regular plank here. Then talk to him again. Didn't work, huh? Nope. I don't understand. It works with everything else. This disease must be a stronger variant. More potent. You need a stronger cure. Talk to Aelin, the druid in Tranquility, who tends to his own foreign patch for advice. Which is exactly what we'll do. So I'll use a Fado teleport tablet. And here is the foreign patch. You can cross through here or just through the main gate. You can also use the balloon teleportation if you have access to that as well. Yeah, anyway. Many ways to do things in the game. No shame in either or. The only shame is how you're not playing the game. That's the only shame. Let's talk to Alan. I need a stronger dose of plank here. Well, you have the right dude, so I researched many. What is it to try and cure? Bernard in Bertop has some diseases, grapevines, which are more resilient than the usual. I'm afraid my researches do not extend to Bertop vines, however, you can try something else. If it involves the natural powers, I would not know. I prefer to use the powers that are natural. Try to charm him. Actually, no. This is the one person you do not want to charm because he's all natural. He'll basically pick it up. Are you sure? Don't charm him. Nothing you can suggest. There's one thing you could try. One of the most potent sources is a rune essence. Huh. So basically smash one up and see if it does anything. Use a hammer on your rune pure essence, and then use the rune shards on the pestle mortar to further get grind it down to just a rune dust, and then just put that into the other plank here that you have. So now it's like a super strong plank here. So let's just go back to the plant disease. Oh shoot, this guy is tall as heck. What the heck is he, dude? Sorry. So let's go back to the pub here. And then test this new thing against this plant. Ah, look at that, good to go. Hurrah, huzzah! Here we go, here's your reward. And that is pretty much everything that we need to get this show on the road. Let me just make some room by dropping this marigold, which we no longer need, as well as this empty vials. Alright, and here is, I guess, the kind of fun part. I guess depends who you ask. We're going to get the statues, and then we'll start planting the flowers. So the order doesn't matter whether you do lumbers first or Falador. I'm just going to do Falador, lumbers first because it's what I have listed. Make sure you have your trolley. If not, just talk to the queen and get one. I'm using the home teleport spell for the standard spell book. You can use the Lumbers Tower tablets, whichever kind of works for you. And once you're in Lumbers, head your way to the east entrance of the castle. You see there's two statues, we need to steal one. So the one that is the king, so we want, this is the queen, this is going to be the king. Use your trolley on the statue, and that's how you steal stuff. But we're not done, we have to like move it all the way to the garden, yeah. There's a couple ways you can move it around. You can like just do like a one tile push. You can pull it in your direction like one tile, or you can do a big push. That's like a mega slide right there. So for this statue, we need to move it across the bridge, and then we'll magically fast travel to Varrock. So let's do that. Yep, and much huffing and puffing later, we are now at Varrock. Apparently you can't just like teleport with the statue. So now just move it into the garden. In the garden there's two different locations where you to place the statue. One is northeast and one is I guess south center. So I'm just over here. The lumbers one goes into the northeast plinth. Oh, basically this one, yeah. Be careful, do not teleport away, such as for random events, because you will probably lose the trolley when you come back to it. Yeah, it kind of like becomes its own kind of instance. You definitely want to like lose that, otherwise you have to go back for a trolley. So this is the lumbers one, that's going to be the Falador one over there. Move it very close to the location. And then once you're there, just place the trolley like so, and then pick it back up. That's one down. Now we're going to go to Falador and do the other one. Use the trolley on the statue, and enjoy and then enjoy a bit of a cutscene. How exactly do I do this with all these guards? Good question. Meanwhile, building a new Falador recruit. Huh, so what are you doing this weekend, dude? This weekend? Haha. You don't live that long being a Falador guard. The lifespan of a Falador guard is expected to be 30 seconds. 30 seconds? I didn't sign up for this. Too late, my man. Anyone's any second now. An adventurer will try to kill us. But why, Bob? We never do anything to them. I don't know, Billy. I'm just here for 5 more seconds. Meanwhile, we steal the thing. Oh no, someone's coming. Bob? Steady, Bill. You were a great guard of Faldor. But... And as they're busy fighting this wandering adventurer, we will just take off with their precious statue. There we are. So, move it outside the city. So now we get to see the pulling effect. Oh, not bad. And just gonna quickly do this, otherwise you have to redo this entire thing, because the guards will only fight the Black Knight so many times, for so many seconds. And here we are. So let's similarly push it into the garden. And there we go. Now just place it like the other one. And we're almost done. We just have to grow all of this now. So just let's do that. You won't plant the seed in the wrong location. It won't let you, so you don't need to worry about that. Using your other 2 super composts, or I guess whatever compost you started with, you can fill up these 2 pot plants, and then you can put the orchard seeds in here. So that's required. There we go, orchard. Yeah, see, you can't put the wrong place in, and the wrong thing in the wrong place. It doesn't work. Okay. And I'll just drop these buckets. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what it is for this part. They don't die at all. Yeah, because this is a rich garden, so there's no need for death. And just, let's see, this is the divine. If you need to pull out your stuff, there's a leprechaun over there, a tool leprechaun around there somewhere. And it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for all of these to grow synchronously. Well, I guess not in a synchronous fashion, but in total. You don't need to use any more compost, watering, etc. It doesn't do much past this point. And that is the last of them. Okay, so I'll come back in 10 or 15 minutes and then we'll finish up the remaining part of this quest. And that is the last of it. To check the status, you can just check the quest journal. As you see, all the other ones are kind of gone now, so we just have to speak to her. You can also examine the trees and the other plant stuff. For example, I was examining the white tree earlier, and it said it was growing. Now it is fully grown. Just like fellow old school RuneScape players from the 2000s. We're grown, but we still love the game. Alright, so talk to her. There you go. That should be everything. One find that hard to believe. Out of my way, peasants. Let me see. Ah, yes. Please talk to Rolly, King Roald. But since I am married to him, I just call him Rolly. Rolly Polly. Alright, so head back to the castle, the palace, inside the palace. And we'll just bring King Roald out for a walk to see his new lovely garden. Make sure you have your ring of charos activated. Greetings, Your Majesty, and just ask him to follow you, and then just charm him throughout the entire thing. A king follow you? Of course, Your Majesty, please forgive me. Forgiveness is something that cannot be earned that easily. Tell me what exactly is so important that you need my attention. The Queen asked me to bring you. Ellie? Okay, new story then. Let's go see what she has to say. This is murder on my hands. Ah, really, my love. Well, you've been up to, Pumpkin, with all your new garden. Have you been spending money again? Here is something from Mortania. Bring out the trash, brings out the rash. Something from Berthop. Great, let's hope they don't eat into the walls. And something from Ardune. What a boring color. The last surviving white tree should make a nice table and chairs. The Fenians from Falador. I hate the Fenians. Really? Smash in the face. 0 damage, I think that was 0 damage. One has gone to great pains to make this garden. You should indulge a bit of gratitude. And also, speaking of those who did this, silence, I'm the one who did this. Pumpkin, I speak up, you insolent fool. Thank you, my darling. Now head back to the castle and do your stuff. Yes, Pumpkin. Excuse my husband, he can be very rude sometimes. So can you. Alright, so let's make this over with and get ourselves 2 quest points, 5,000 farmer XP. Activate a ring of charos, 1 super compost potion, and some seeds, which I guess is like 4 different composts into 1 potion. No idea. That wasn't too bad. We travel across the entire Galinor and got ourselves the garden that is befitting of a king and queen. She should have just gotten him a PS5, I guess.